What's up, everybody? It's Brandon from Box Office Banner and Cult Flick Symposium. And I finally did it, guys. I finally watched Barbie, the Barbie movie. The movie when it first came out didn't really have necessarily a lot of steam to it that I thought of. Like, I was just like, a Barbie movie? This can't be that big of a deal, you know? And I'm not talking about when the trailers drop it. I'm talking about when it first dropped in the scene, they're making a Barbie movie. And then, what movie could? Because it hasn't really got its tracks rolling yet, or the train hasn't started rolling on the track yet. But at the same time, it's a Barbie movie. Probably just going to be a goofy, dumb movie without a lot of substance. Then they said who they were casting, and I'm like, okay, but, it still was like Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, all these guys. And you have Will Ferrell in there. You know, who the fuck ever. The guy that plays Shang-Chi. There's plenty of actors, actresses in this movie. You're still like, okay, we'll get to see some, people that play more serious roles, act more dumb. Still wasn't taking it too seriously. Then the motherfucking trailer dropped, and everybody went a little crazy. They're like, man, this might be legit. And then I started hearing murmurs about there might be some, more serious stuff in this movie. And somehow that also turned into, super right-wing people screaming it was too woke and there's other shit other than the comedy and it's going to be an adult Barbie movie. Can you believe it? And this movie turned into something crazy from that standpoint for the most part. And every girl in the world just Barbie girling it up. And it became what felt like a phenomenon. And I missed the boat with that phenomenon. I didn't go like the first week. And then I'm going to the fucking movie theater to see other movies, even though I wanted to see Barbie. I really did. And it was like the old days, dude. It was I had to walk what felt like miles to get up to that fucking place. And as I'm walking up, I see all these people in like outfits. They're dressing up for the movie. It was, it was good for cinema. It was like, oh shit, man, this movie's bigger than fuck. Like, there's still, I believe, even though it just came out on Tuesday, that's why I was finally able to see it. Bought it on 4K. That there's still people going to see this movie at the theater. They still have showtimes for it, I believe. Call me crazy, but I think that's actually legit. I know they at least did like a week or two ago. And this movie became bigger than fucking life. And I gotta tell you, I think that kind of hurt the movie for me personally. Because I will also tell you, it's not some fucking crazy fucking left wing. They're gonna predict this and then also this is gonna fucking happen and yeah, all that shit. I don't think it's quite that bad in that regard. There's little moments that are preachy, but it's not to the point where it's over the top to me. I mean, it can be a little dialed up, like the whole, men suck, woman power, but that doesn't necessarily coincide with they're trying to change our minds on everything. It's not quite enough of that serious way to where I feel like they're manipulating us. I don't necessarily feel like that. It's a movie about Barbies, and they're gonna do like a little underlying message. Maybe they're taking the proverbial woman and putting her up a notch. Make them feel good. That's fine. I'm not that mad at that. Okay, but the movie as a whole just. I don't want to say it's bad. I enjoyed myself. In fact, I'll be honest. I'll go ahead and kind of say my score. I was in the 6 range. 6 and above's good to me. 7's really good. But it didn't even really hit the really good portion until the ending. Because the ending was oddly touching. And maybe not the ways you're picturing, but the way they lay out the last, almost last frame of the movie. And everything's being explained. I'm not going to do spoilers because it's still relatively new, even though it seems like everybody's seen it. It hit home. It was just more than just dolls. It was really messages in the form of how complicated it is, not to be a doll, but just to be a human being, and how we still wake up every day and we might complain and it might be scary, all these little different intricacies that come with being a human being, but you still would choose that every day of the week because the pain is joy in some weird fucking way. We're definitely complex, crazy creatures, are we not? And this movie actually does a really good job of painting that home and really delivering the goods on that, I think, in the final frame or the ending. So look for, something along those lines. I won't say exactly what happens, but really, touched home. I was like, damn, that's oddly fucking deep for a Barbie movie, which is cool. Which this is another standpoint I could give. Like, I feel like all these things and all the extra little things that added into the movie to make it more than just a dumb Barbie movie, which make no mistake, it is that. It's got some of the dumbest comedy I've ever seen, but I eat up dumb comedy, so I didn't necessarily hate that. But it's stupid in all the funniest, crazy fucking ways. Like, it's a good fucking movie. I had no problem with it. But I think the extra stuff is what really elevates it. But here's the problem. I think I made the mistake of seeing it too late. I really think that hurt how I felt about the movie. Still delivered. It was good. But like, if I would have seen this like day one when it came out, it would have been probably a different reaction. It would have been like, damn, like lower expectations, looks like a fun, silly movie. And I would have been like, oh shit, like that was a little more actually. Like that was like more than I would expect from a Barbie movie. Let's raise my score a little. But because there was such a fucking hype train behind this movie, and without being, having spoilers thrown at me, pretty much all but confirmed from, people raving about this movie that I respect their opinions on, like where they're saying it is more than just a dumb Barbie movie. I pretty much all but confirmed that it would be something extra. So going in and not being surprised by that, and maybe like my own expectations, building them up too much, so maybe this is more of my fault, I left the movie just being like, yeah, it was a good, funny movie with, a few serious things sprinkled in, but nothing to go fucking, oh my gosh, Barbie, about. So I left the movie feeling like that was good, dumb, but funny dumb. All the characters were fun to watch on screen. All the colors were vibrant. All that good shit I expected, but it didn't quite deliver the goods on that extra for me that I thought I was going to get going in. And again, maybe that's because I pretty much all but knew I would at this point, because it had, it'd been lingering around for so long and so many motherfuckers were going to see it. But either way, guys, this movie, far and away, not worth your time. It's good. Not terrible. If you've been straying away, like, oh my God, like it's a movie about I'm a grown male and you think I'm gonna watch a movie about Barbie. Dude, don't make that mistake. Like, this is not a bad movie. It's funny in spots. It's not hilarious, but it's pretty good in spots. And I think you'll have a fun time with it. But I do think the chatter and the and seeing it months too late, like it built me up to fail, I think. So not really the movie's fault, but overall, still a good movie. You should check this shit out. I don't think it's what everybody's ranting and raving about, but it's probably even a little bit better than I'm giving it credit for because of that ranting and raving, just ruining my expectations. But this movie, Barbie, even if, yeah, you're a dude, check it out. If you like comedy that's dumb, but like, it's playfully dumb, it knows it's dumb, then definitely check this out. And if you're looking for a Barbie movie to kind of surprise you because you had zero hopes, then this one actually probably will. And you know what? There's going to be some people that are going in with that negative mindset that I think will take most of this movie as, or not most of it, at least the back half, is more on the preachy side. You'll probably end up hating it, but that's probably more of a you thing. But in general, guys, like, good. Go see it. See Barbie. Now buy it. My God, I missed the boat on that one. And check that ending. God damn, that kind of, that went up like a whole other 0.5 when that shit dropped, because I was like, damn, I'm in my fucking feelings right now. Okay, it's a little better. Still not what I wanted, but it's a little better. Barbie. What in the world is going on? We have a Barbie movie with Margot Robbie. I'm way too late on this, ain't I? I know. That's the whole point of the review. Anyways, guys, love y'all. Peace. What y'all think? Comment.